Keisha's on set.
Embrace everything that didn't go right in the previous season and use that and ramp it up by 7, by 10. Just amplify it in order to find all of the crazy, chaotic situations you can in order to not let those things happen again, or just be better in those situations when they arrive, and prepare myself enough to be able to prepare the girls to withstand those type of situations moving forward. It's a new year, so with that comes a lot of different uncertainties, but our foundation is not shaken or anything of that nature. We're just adding and building on top of that. So just a little excited more than anxious to see how they adjust to the new things that we're doing, the new concepts that we're teaching on both offense and defense. So what I like to do is map out, similar to how teachers kind of map out their lesson plan for the year on how they plan on teaching their subject from beginning to end or whatever their curriculum requires. For me, I kind of do that same thing because at the same time, even though this is basketball, they're still learning. It's still a learning environment. It's still a lot of things that has to be learned. And we have to go based on, I like my No Child Left Behind situation. So if one of my kids is struggling to learn a concept, we can't move on until everyone has met that baseline for us to move on to the next thing. So if we don't get to something in particular in a practice, I'm gonna wind back and I'm gonna go back to that until I feel like we've got it, and then I can adjust the plan for the year as we go. Get back! Come on, Bella! On the floor. Leia, be patient. Taking the ball out, it's not her ball. Front her and don't let her catch the ball. So for this upcoming weekend, and I kind of talk to them, and people probably be like, oh, she don't care about winning. What kind of coaching is that? You got to teach your kids to be competitive and compete. And we are. But what you have to understand is that these kids are 10, 11, 12, 13 years old at this point. And it's no sense of rushing and going fast just to win games. I'm not going to sit around and press because I just want to win or meaningless championship because my kids aren't learning anything in that situation. My goal is to make sure I'm educating them and growing their basketball IQ. So winning will come, but it'll come in the right form at the right time. Sky, flex, set it, come up. Run Indiana and Rocket, call it out as you're coming across in transition. They're in man-to-man, so it's gonna work, okay? So a lot of things that they're doing on the collegiate level is varsity basketball, college level basketball concepts that they're learning. I don't teach them past where they are, but apply enough resistance to them to where they're gaining concepts that are taught later in the game. But I want to kind of give, it's like the advice that you give in life. I want to teach you early what I learned late. I can say that every year from the moment that we started this, just around, it might have been just before COVID or so, every girl, I've seen them be mini-me's to now they just kind of just going up. But it's hard for me to see it because they're all growing at the same time. So it's like, oh, y'all just around the same height. And then I walk past one of them and be like, oh, wait a minute, you getting a little tall there. But they're all growing in so many different ways, mentally, physically, emotionally. Their ability to get to the point of having understanding in the game. What I would like for them to do this year, and this is going to be one of the things that we focus on, is their ability to start slowing down, not allowing things to kind of speed them up and keeping pace. Pace is one of the major things that we're going to be focusing on this year. Who's out on the wing? Move the ball! keep saying go up for 2 feet. You keep running in to do a floater. Malaya, 2 feet. 2. My hopes are that we come in, I can evaluate where they are based on the things that we just, recently implemented, see where the holes are in there, break those things down, and in 2 weeks we come right back and we see, did we make any progress on that? And then the following weekend, we go right back into another tournament. We make the corrections from there. We see how we look after that. We get a nice little break in between our 3rd event and our 4th event. But at least with that window, we have time to grow. And that's all I want. That's all I want to see is growth from tournament to tournament to tournament. Molo! TT, get him in! Put on the way, let's go! Stay up, walk her down, walk her down, walk her down! Hop, hop! Come on, attack! Pick up! Nice! When things are not going the way you want, or things are a little bit tougher, don't go back and revert to the old you. You got to show up to the situation and do what is necessary to get you through it.
Here's on that.